Yes. You've got it right. This is black coffee with a side of tea. Here we are, airing every Thursday at 8 p.m. Zoey Raz, Tea Baby, and Divine Feminine Energy. Yes, we are. Looking forward to interacting with many. Tune in to Black Coffee with a side of tea.
Hey guys, welcome back to Black Coffee with a Side of Tea for episode 2. I know last week was so awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. We were so excited about being back. I think we were all bubbling over about the excitement of being back. And thank you for missing us. We missed being here. It was so awesome to be back. So let's go ahead and do this sister check in because it's so important. For the week, we need to make sure that we check on each other, make sure that we are on the same page. And if we need to support one another, we can do that. All right. Just to let you know, we still in Venus retrograde. So I'm pretty sure everybody's feeling that. Make sure that you are paying attention to your feelings. Make sure you're checking in with yourself, you're checking in with your loved ones. That's so important. All right, so let's go ahead and do the sister check in. All right, so I'm going to bring my girls in. Hey, Zoey.
Hey, hey. What's going on, ladies?
Hey. So
Happy Thursday.
happy Thursday. Thursday. So what how was your week? How
So my week has been really crazy. So I'm in an organization for single moms. It's a nonprofit organization, and we're getting ready to do a backpack giveaway. So, school's getting ready to start back. Everything is going on. We're stuffing bags, getting donations, running around, doing all type of stuff, getting ready for this event. So yeah, my week has been really productive, active, and busy. That's pretty much it for me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, back to school is always busy.
Yeah.
I experienced that on Wednesday morning when I got ready to leave for work, my normal time for leaving. Oh my God. I was in a line for 14 minutes because it's a new high school in my neighborhood,
Oh my gosh.
and it's people flooding into the neighborhood and people who already live here.
And
And
they don't know what to do. They don't know
they
where
don't
to
know
go
what to do, honey. They don't know what to do.
or where to go for that matter.
Absolutely. That's the crazy part. I need y'all to figure it out. Y'all should have already mapped this out. Y'all knew when school start. Don't come and mess up my flow because you making me late for work. I don't have
Absolutely.
time. And I might have wanted to get breakfast, extra something special that morning. Now y'all done messed up my time.
Yes. Y'all playing games. So my baby started school on Wednesday too. So I already know how crazy and hectic and congested everything has been.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm thank God that my son is 25. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. I don't have to go through the school
Lucky,
line, the bus
lucky.
situation, none of that. I pull my hats off to y'all because y'all still have to do it. I'm here to support from afar. I'm here to support from afar. I'll help with some homework virtually. We can FaceTime with some homework. We'll do some math, some subtraction, some addition, all of that. Multiplication. I'm gonna help from afar. But
I'm gonna hold you to it.
hey, that's
Help
fine.
from afar is better than no help at all.
Right.
Exactly. Divine, how was your week?
Hey.
Of course, my week is always well. I do want to share a message just to get things going. The Father does give me hope. The people, He gives me the people who are mine. Every one of them will come to me and I will always accept them. That is the word. And that's a word of acceptance. I got that out of John 6 and 37. And I just wanted to open up with that because that's a full expression of how my week has gone. Those
Okay.
who are supposed to be in my life are there, and those who are not supposed to be there are not there. And I'm grateful nevertheless.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
That's exactly what Venus retrograde is about. It's making you re-examine relationships with yourself first of all, because you
yes.
definitely have to have a
Hmm.
relationship with yourself because self-love is so important. And I think that we put that by the wayside because we always searching for love outside of ourselves. So that's the
True.
first thing, making sure that we have self-love. The next thing is starting to examine the people that are around you. Are they influencing you? Are they pouring into you, or only are you only pouring into them and
Mm.
they just take? That becomes very draining
Yeah.
as an
True.
individual who loves to pour into people, or you are overgiver like myself. I'm an overgiver. It's difficult for me to ask for help in any aspect. When I'm at work, of course, I ask for help because that's, I have to have it to do my job. But in my personal life, it's difficult for me to ask for help. I'm going to figure it out before I ask for somebody to assist me. And then when I can't figure it out anymore, then that'll be my last result before I ask somebody else to help me. So just examining relationships, making sure it's important. Those important, like you said, Divine, the ones that's supposed to be there are going to be there to support you from day one.
Yeah.
That's
They
right.
won't change. They
That's
they, they won't change. They won't stray from how they supported you from the beginning. So my
Hmm.
week was good. My week was busy, of course, because the school's starting and I'm having to get out in the traffic. I had a new training class this week. New people. It's always awesome to meet new people. So my week was good. It was busy. Traffic can be very draining, so that can makes you tired. My trainer was on me this week. I don't know what what energy drink he drunk, but he was on me and he was he was together. I was like, sir, this is not working. This is not working for me. This is not working for me. All righty, ladies. So let's talk about the events that happened this week, honey. Because baby, when I tell you, it was so many news stories out there. The main one that keeps surfacing is the folding chair, honey. The folding chair
The
has made
Alabama brawl.
yes.
higher internet. Everybody has commentated on it. My favorite people have commentated
Right.
on it. People I don't know have come up in the feed to commentate on it because I was like, oh my God, how did I miss that? But when I saw it coming up through the feed, I was like, okay, so this is it was overdue and it was time for it to happen because in the instance, if you think about all the other incidents that had happened with other people, we didn't have an opportunity to support them, right? We didn't have an opportunity to support them.
I mean, when you just really think of all of the past injustices in general, and not only the past injustices, but the present injustices, and the many of blacks who have been brutalized for many of years, and also in the present years as well. And you have people sweeping things under the rug. And so now there was a clip being played that did ring a bell because when you have all blacks come together and they have the mindset of fighting for what is right for the black person, you then have an uprising of intellectual black people who understand
Absolutely.
that in order for change to happen, we all have to come together for that. And I just love the way they stood up because it was just completely out of line. It was no reason for three people to attack one person. Not to mention you're in the wrong. You parked your boat in the wrong spot to begin with. So, you
Absolutely.
know, it's just the privilege for me. It's the privilege for me. Like, we are not our ancestors. We are not in the 30s, 40s, 50s, not even in the 60s. We're not there no more. You know, so it is what
Yes.
it is.
It's
And that's
unfortunate.
mainly what people were bringing up.
It's unfortunate,
That's
but at the
right.
end of the day, they came at him.
Absolutely.
So that was defending himself and his people defending him.
That part.
Yeah, they literally came from a whole nother boat and they pulled their boat just close enough to the dock and began to hop off. But like I said, he was doing his job. He asked them to move. That spot was designated for a boat that was for that organization. It belongs to the company in
He
that
worked.
area. And so that was a designated parking area. So they were illegally parked. And all he simply asked them to do was to move. But the privilege inside said, oh, I don't have to
Right.
do anything.
Privilege
You know, I
inside.
don't have to do anything. And not
Privilege
only don't I have
inside.
to do anything, yeah, not only do I not have to do anything, but now let me take it a step further. Like, no, we're not doing that today. But I have so much to say about it, guys. But I know we have bills to pay. I do want us to go ahead and take a quick break, if that's okay, T baby, and come back with the rest of the discussion.
Absolutely. Yes. Let's go ahead and take a break and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with our moods for the week.
If you're looking for custom handcrafted fashion jewelry that makes a statement, look no further than Linda S. Jewelry 1426. We specialize in quality pieces fit for any occasion. Follow us on Facebook at Linda S. Jewelry 1426 to view our inventory or to make a purchase. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
You don't want me, leave me alone. Somebody somewhere will appreciate what I bring to the table. Get out of my face, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. I'm good, we fine, it's all right. You don't have to explain, we don't have to be friends. You don't have to come over and eat turkey. Take you and your mama back over to your house. We good, I'm okay, because your rejection is my direction. Somebody will appreciate what God has done in my life. Somebody will recognize the power of God in my life. Somebody will appreciate the way I preach, the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I stand, the way I think. Glory to God. I'm glad you fired me. You fired me? No, you freed me.
Straight up. You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this is the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different. Get you some money.
I'm not perfect. Sometimes I don't feel pretty. Sometimes I don't want to slay dragons. Sometimes the dragon I'm slaying is myself. But damn it, I'm worth it. I don't have to barter for my worth. I don't have to pay someone for it. I came out of my mom's womb worthy.
Welcome back. Yes, come on. These moves for the week, baby. They are a whole mouth full.
Right.
Listen. That's why I love the moves of the week, because baby, they say everything that we've been trying to say all in one swoop. Most definitely. All in one swoop. That those moves, especially mine.
On point.
Rejection is a new direction for me, baby. Trust and believe. Take you and your mama. Y'all don't give it. Listen, y'all don't have to come.
Take it back.
Take it back. Yes. And yours, Zoey?
I think that mood that I do.
Right. Get you a couple of dollars. Get some coins.
It was accurate.
Right?
But I really like divines because
oh yes,
I am battling a few dragons.
Hello.
That's a lifetime mood.
Yes.
Right.
Every day. Okay.
That's a lifetime mood for me. Exactly. Yes.
And
I
I
don't
love
know, lady.
Viola
Like
Davis.
I said, I love her. I mean, I could listen to her all day because everything she says makes sense. I completely resonate with who she is as a person and what she stands for. And I get so many
Absolutely.
people who are on the outside of me looking into me. They're on the outside and they're looking into me, and it's like, oh, you're this, you're that, but it's like I hurt, I bleed, I cut, I've been cheated on, I've been lied to. So my looks do not exempt me from any of the behaviors that other people go through. Be mindful that pretty women go through things, fine women go through things. We are
Yes.
not
Right,
exempt.
Yes.
right.
Remember the one
As
Help
time
me in divine.
Rathea Jackson say, "You
yes,
didn't fire me, you freed me." Yes, and
Yes.
when we
that's
were
right.
talking about when we were talking about the incident from Alabama, she was saying exactly. We
Mm-hmm.
finally stood. I appreciate you tuning in, Retha. Thank you
Yes.
for
Thank you for
tuning in.
watching,
Appreciate you
Mama.
for watching. So, yes, listen, Viola Davis, her book is amazing.
I love
To
Viola
hear
Davis.
her story, it's so awesome, so awesome, so awesome. So awesome. You just you get chills and you look at her and look at the things that she's accomplished, and you know that anything is possible for anybody.
So, T baby, I know you've seen The Woman King. Divine, have you seen The Woman King?
Absolutely. The
Girl,
first day it came out, and that was the
yes,
first movie she directed. And what I
yes.
find empowering about not only Viola Davis, but things that they have in common: Oprah Winfrey, Viola Davis,
Mhm.
Tyler Perry, also Maya Angelou. They all have things in common in that they were all homeless, they were all mistreated, they were all abused at a
Yes.
young age, and look where they've come.
Right.
Really inspirational people.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely saw that when it came out on the first day.
Oh, me too. I was running to the movie theater because when I tell you
You did a
it
great
speaks
job.
to you. Yeah, it speaks to you because it just tells you how the strength of a woman, like we go through, like you said, Divine, we go through a lot of stuff. Our face card never denies, but
Hmm.
how we're treated sometimes is denied. Right? The face card never denies, but we can be treated badly as well. So you kind of have to be mindful that we all go through something. Just because you're beautiful, we all beautiful people, doesn't mean that somebody chooses to treat us kindly all the time.
Right.
So that's important, is to, like I
That's
said,
right.
you got to make sure that we love on ourselves more than somebody else does, because that's going to help us in the end when that person doesn't. We still giving ourselves that love.
And
Absolutely.
speaking of mistreatment, let me just dive into this really quick. So this whole Tory Lanez thing,
Mm.
people are really upset. I mean, the audacity, my thing. I'm not a Megan fan. I'm not. I'm not a Megan the Stallion fan. But in her defense, when
Right.
you have tape recordings of you admitting the guilt,
That part.
it's hard. It's
That
hard
part.
because I was on his side. Y'all. I really was on his side, and I was like, "It's three in the car. Maybe they had a threesome thing going on. These chicks are all about that kind of stuff. This new age generation, they think it's cute. They
Mm-hmm.
want to please these men, and they're gonna do what it takes." And so I felt like, well, maybe that was the scenario. But when the tape recordings came out and him saying that he did that, and then I'm just like, wow. And then his dad was saying that the evidence was doctored up and people were paid off, etc. But this is a personal cell phone conversation, so I
Personal
found
cell
that hard
phone.
to believe.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Exactly. So
I found that hard to believe. So I was like,
but you have to think about it too, is that, like you said, women in relationships now, um are willing to include other people in their relationship, which actually compromises a lot of things, because he's saying something to one person and then he's saying something completely different to you, and then when y'all get into the same space, it causes friction and conflict. Right? So he was sleeping with the best friend.
And they said they were like making out.
Right.
And
He's
so
sleeping with both of y'all. The person you should be mad at is him, not each other.
And so I'm kind of with Divine on this one. I don't know the whole background scenario, but initially it gave me threesome. It gave me y'all was doing something went wrong, and shit popped off.
Right.
That's just what it gave me. And then watching the trial unfold and everything, I liked Tory Lanez, don't get me wrong, but like you said, the evidence was clear. What I saw, it was aiming in his direction as if he actually did shoot him.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And we have to think about too that people always try to use the excuse of alcohol and drugs. You knew.
Yeah, but that does play a factor. It alters your perception, your reality of what's going on. It alters it. It does.
Yeah, absolutely, it does. So the thing about it is,
but I don't think that.
Go ahead.
I don't think they need to use that. I don't think that's something to be used. I think people need to be accountable. And I think people need to also realize that I cannot drink a beer at home, hop in my car, and on the way to the grocery store, if I kill a family of 5, I cannot not be held accountable for drinking that beer before I left the house. So at the end of the day, you know that alcohol, the research is done, the ads are running constantly. Alcohol and drug use, it alters the mindset, it alters your reaction time, etc. So you're fully aware, and these people are not teenagers. They did not just start taking pills and doing drinking, and so they've been around the block a few times, so you know what your reaction is when you're under the influence. And so with that being said, you need to take that into accountability when you out doing you. While you're having fun, you need to be thinking about consequences, and if you're unaware of your surroundings and can't control your behavior, I mean, that's a key indicator to just go home at that point anyway.
Absolutely.
And it's not worth it. It's so hard to, because like you said, their mindset is altered. So you still drinking. You're not really worried about anything else. You're trying to have a good time. At this point, you lit.
Right. And then of course you think about it's peer pressure. Oh man, you can't handle no drinks, blah blah blah. Come on, take another shot. And
everybody just ordering shots.
Exactly. Everybody ordering shots. You in the pool. Of course, it's a whole bunch of men gonna look.
Yeah.
Do they touch? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So it's a whole bunch of interactions that he had that probably set a whole bunch of things off when they got ready to get in the car. Of course, he was they were at college in her house, and just a whole bunch of things that we, like you said, we didn't see in the background. We don't know what kind of conversations were being had that made the altercation go into play for him to want to pick up the gun to try to shoot her.
Yeah.
I
do remember watching their live when they were at Kylie Jenner's pool party, and they were lit. They were really out of there on live.
Oh, they was out of there.
Yeah, they were gone.
TOO and say alcohol is no excuse, because you know what is going on to do before you get there. Exactly.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They said they had a history. They said they had a history of doing threesomes. And so it's up. It's up. You already have a history of doing threesomes. Like, you're going to not any party, but you're going to be at Kylie Jenner's party. Like, it's completely up. Everything is up. So don't sit up here. And the thing is, people get under the influence and people have different reactions.
Right.
To go, but people have different reactions. The thing is, some people get angry, some people get freaky, some people get closed off and want to go to sleep. So you have to be mindful of all of that. So you have all these different personalities in this one vehicle. We don't know who brought the gun, but we don't know who out in the, we don't have all the full detail. But at the end of the day, you blaming that one guy, you exempt the female altogether, and you just want to blame Tory Lanez. You ruined his career, and now this man is gotten 10 years in prison or whatever. And I just, I understand, he shot somebody allegedly. I mean, I don't care if they did find him guilty. It's still for me allegedly because I wasn't there, and you didn't ruin this man's life, his career. And you get around town. You're not no snow angel. You're not a snow angel. You done been around the block several times. And so let's be for real.
Oh, well, on that note,
I don't like
listen. That
free Tory. Different story.
Free Tory. You gonna be out there with your protest sign?
She gonna be the second fan that's standing outside of the jail.
Exactly. Hey, it might help him out. It might help him out. They did it for R. Kelly. They was out there with their signs and all.
Ladies, I think it's time to take a quick break. I think it's time to take a quick break and pay some bills, y'all.
All right, we'll be back.
If you live in Houston and surrounding areas and are in need of quality childcare, contact Cuckoo's Treasures today. We provide professional childcare in a caring and nurturing environment. Do you work second or third shift or don't have a typical schedule? Cuckoo's Treasures can assist you. We're open 24 hours and some weekends. Give us a call today at 346-313-9064. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
All right, we're back. And so we've been talking about this Tory Lanez, and we were also talking about the Alabama incident. I just one of the young ladies that I follow, her name is Lene. I can't remember her last name, but she made a whole thing on Instagram and say "nuck if you buck, nuck if you buck," and she went into a whole spiel about the folding chair and talking about this ain't your grandfather and grandmother days where we sit on the sidelines and not do anything, and then if you think about it, it was 4 against 1. Mm-hmm. And so all the other incidents that went on, other people weren't there to be able to jump in to try to rectify all the, like Sandra Bland, George Floyd, all of these, police brutality.
It was an isolated situation.
Breonna Taylor,
exactly. All of those people, we couldn't. We couldn't really do. It's an entire list that was unnecessary death. And I'm thankful that we jump in, because people think that we're meek and we're not gonna do nothing. We just gonna stand by and be passive, but that's not the truth. We stick together when necessary, and they don't like when you put violence on, the Caucasians don't like when you put violence on them. It's okay that they've been doing violence the entire time we've been in this country. But when you start bringing it to their front door and until their children and all of that kind of stuff, it's a problem. It becomes a serious problem.
So to piggyback off of what you said, you're right. Most white people don't like us standing up for ourselves or violence or whatever the case, but there are some that do. And I did see a video of a lady from Alabama, and she was a white lady from Alabama, and she was basically saying how they got what they deserve. Like you don't go around doing that to somebody that's out here trying to protect you. She said she owns a boat, and that they were the guy was hired to tell you to move. So there was no need for you to do that. You got what you deserve. So I thought that was interesting to see. Hey Jade.
Jade, thank you for tuning in. She said, I love to see how my people stood up.
Yes.
Absolutely. I was excited, especially the way it made it around the internet. Every time you scrolled on Instagram or TikTok, people have made songs up about it. People have come up with a t-shirt and made it a national day, just like they make national days for other stuff.
They have come up with memes out of this world. The whole folding chair keeps taking me out. It keeps taking me out. Everyone I see.
Yes.
I went ahead and propped mine up by the front door just in case.
Just in case.
Right by the front door.
Hey,
I'm Jehovah's Witnesses and all, baby. I'm ready.
She said, hey, ladies. Hey, cousin. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
But I want to touch on what both of you all said. I want everybody to be considerate of the fact that it is not only the Blacks who have been placed at a disadvantage. Minorities in general, other brown people, Hispanics that are in this country that have been given a really bad rap. And so that was for every minority that has been placed at a disadvantage or that's been treated unfairly in this country. And they have a and I don't want to indicate by skin tone, because it is not only the white, there's several other ethnicities here in this country that has a problem with a superior mindset over others, and you are not superior. You are in fact inferior, and the primary gene of the race in general comes from the African, and we want to be mindful of that. Not saying it all, but I'm going to put that out there. And so whites in general are in the minority, and they know it. They're trying to get their population up, but thanks to master, the race is diluted completely. Nobody is pure anything anymore. And so it's crazy out here. Brown matters, and so they have better get their behinds together, because you're going to be in last place with all this white power and all this seniority, because you're only senior in your household. Once you step out of that door, be mindful.
Yep.
Right.
Because you may be the one with the chair over your head next.
That's right. Hey. Come on, cousin. Yes.
Come on with the big words.
Yes.
Come on now.
All the comments have been amazing. Miss Aretha Jackson, she said the chair earrings. Where they at? So I can buy me a pair. Thank you.
I look for them on Amazon. No.
Right. I need like all colors, because I definitely will be putting them on. Yeah. Give me a shirt. What a shirt say? Who made the shirt? Because I need a shirt too.
Not with a shirt.
Come on, listen.
Somebody else already got dog walk with the chair. They played another video. I think it was in Ohio. He done dog walked him with the yellow folding chair. People are not playing.
People not playing no more.
My friend said he went to Walmart and they had the chairs on lockdown.
I bet they did. So let's read Miss Jade Sanders. She said the internet don't hold back. Them chair memes are too funny.
Yes,
yes they are. And then Miss Dr. Peavy, she said brown marginalization. Mm-hmm. I have to learn a new word. I got to go look that one up. I got to go to the dictionary. And then Miss Aretha Jackson, she said the internet has absolutely no filter with the chairs. I saw a line dance with the folded chairs. I bet it is. She said 5, and then she said 5 and below have the chair phone holder. Oh my goodness.
That's horrible.
They already know about this, so that's why they already start making this stuff.
They ready. They ready.
They know.
The price of the chair just went up. LOL. Yes, they did.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
They used to be cheap, not no more. Not anymore.
That $20 set of playing card, the little card table with the 4 chairs, baby. It was what, $49? It's gonna be $149 next time y'all go in the store.
Exactly.
And they're gonna be locked down.
Exactly. Yes, it is. That is so crazy. That discussion will never get old. It'll be it'll never get old. It's gonna go into the history books.
Yeah, that's the one.
Definitely. Now people will be very cautious about stepping to when they see you sitting in a folding chair.
I bet you them Karens won't just walk up on you no more.
That part. She said, "Don't forget the black."
I was gonna tell my children that was the real March on Selma right there.
You stop it.
Miss Aretha said that. Don't forget the black cat. Oh, sorry, the black cat.
Man called right there.
That part right there. That's a sign.
Yes.
When you see somebody with a black hat on, you already know what time it is.
It's going down.
It's going down. Don't step to us, baby. Don't step to us because you never know what might happen.
On deck.
When you see people come into like the park and they have an arm full of folding chairs. Oh Lord, they got the chairs. They got them chairs. They're gonna be like, oh no, this is a problem. This is a problem. It absolutely is a problem. Did any other news stories catch y'all this week other than that? Because that was it took over the internet, like every other story besides the Tory Lanez story.
Well, something that I've been following on the news lately is the transgender rights. And what I've noticed is that they were saying recently in Texas that with the ban on the drag performances in places that have minors, and I understand that you have to make a living, but in respect to the minor population and the fact that my position on that is to give them a choice. Don't penetrate their minds with that stuff right out the bat. If they come to you, fine, but do not introduce them to things like that. Let them come of age and decide if that's for their lifestyle or not. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like that out in public is inappropriate. A lot of the drag shows, I've been to several since I was 15 years old. So I'm not, homophobe or anything like that, but I do feel like it's inappropriate for the minor population.
I definitely agree.
But they're trying to sue.
Well, if you think about when I know for me, but I know when I grew up, that was not on the forefront. You knew, but it wasn't talked about. It wasn't it wasn't in your face. And don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem. That's your choice, that's your preference. But when you have younger children, you want to kind of shield them from things that they're not ready to understand and process in their growing brain. So you want to give the parents an opportunity to have a conversation versus you just like force feeding it to them.
But see, I feel a different type of way about that because they're also watching TV. They're also being influenced by people at school, people in their family that are older, that are attracted to the same sex, and they're around people, family functions every other weekend, they live in the house with this person. This is what they see their mom doing or their dad doing, so many influences around these kids today to the point where you can't really shield them from it. All you can do is guide them and show them down the path that you feel is good for your family.
Right. Yeah. But if I agree with you, it's a twofold for me because every family is not like that.
Right. That's why I said if it agrees with if it's good for your family, because everybody does not accept it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yep, absolutely.
See, that's my position because you have a household where maybe it's a 2 female household, for example, or a 2 male household. That's a different family dynamic. But I know people who are products of those households who have chose to be heterosexual. So I honestly being, I have a cousin who's been dragged his entire life. So I personally believe it's a psychological thing. I don't feel like that's something that somebody forces onto you. I truly believe that you are born that way. I truly believe that. I don't feel like anybody can influence that, because my cousin has been that way since a little child, has never been straight, has always been gay, even through elementary, and began drag in middle school. And so I just really feel like it's a psychological thing. And I feel like you're born something in you, you just relate more to that gender and you feel more comfortable in that gender. But the caveat to that is, if I don't know anything about it, then that causes confusion. And a lot of kids they be like, well, I feel this way, but I really don't know how to express it, type of thing. So that could be good for that person. But for the child that is like my kids, for example, completely oblivious, never seen a drag show, doesn't know anything about boys dating boys, I don't allow it. I don't allow them to see any of it. If I see it, I hurry up and turn it off. Like, I want them to make that sound decision on their own. I don't want to influence it at all. You know what I mean? What they see at school, though, like you said, Zoe,
you
it's
can't
just
control
what it is.
Maybe these kids
but
dressing up as animals.
Right.
So I don't know what they doing on campus.
Right, exactly.
I don't know what they look like. These boys have pink, purple, green fingernails. I don't know what's going on.
Right. That part. That's the part right there.
Girl.
Part.
I think if I'm having lunch with my small children, if I'm at Bennigan's, or if I'm downtown at a pub with my children and we're eating maybe on the patio, the last thing I'm going to want my child exposed to is a drag show. And so I completely agree that it's inappropriate in settings where minor children are. I feel like it's great if it's in an adult setting. We're having wine, we're having beverage, and we're looking at a drag show, kind of like Hamburger Mary's. Wonderful, perfect environment. I love it. I've been several times. I'm okay with that. But if I'm at a family restaurant, TGI Fridays, or Papados, anything, a family setting, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want that in my family setting. I don't want my children
kids under 10. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
I have little kids. So just as
But that's what Miss Aretha Jackson was saying. She said, but how do you handle it when the parent themselves is living a lifestyle and altering
that's what I was saying. This influence, even if the parent is doing it, how do you cope with that? Because if I see that
yes it is, Mrs.
Sexual is a new thing now, Rita. Yes, it is.
Yes. Because a new celebrity came out.
Wayne Brady came out and said he was paying.
He was like, he don't know what that is. Okay, but why would you come out with it if you're not sure?
You know what that means.
He was like, he don't know what that is. Okay, but why would you come out?
Girl.
Yeah, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, and it's everybody has their own preference and their own.
What is gender?
What is what?
What is cisgender?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Are you talking about the CIS?
Yes. What is that?
I have no idea.
I guess I'm in that age.
I mean, well, even Lizzo said she was pansexual too. Lizzo said she was pansexual.
Okay.
What does that mean exactly?
Okay, because I'm trying to get there too.
Right. You try. Wait. Let's. Well, we'll have to Google that and come back on the next.
Because the next point I'm getting at.
We'll have to Google that.
Okay, sexually or romantically attracted to people, regardless of their sex or gender. That's a pansexual person. So they don't.
Dating men who like other men.
Yeah, they don't really. They're more attracted to people like sexually or romantically. So like me and you can have a romantic relationship and I'm attracted to that. So that makes me want to date you. I don't care if you're a man or a woman or transgender or
interesting.
anything else.
Very interesting.
That's what that means.
Yeah. Okay, to each his own.
Yeah, to each his own, because
absolutely
I like men.
Me too. That's my preference.
Girl, you play.
Polygamy.
Said marriage with a girlfriend. What
is
that's
that
those
called?
poly. That's another new thing. Poly.
Yeah, that's the poly.
The poly lifestyle.
Yeah. That's very new.
Yes, they for the street.
They want everybody. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, they do. They want it all, honey. They want it all. I on the other hand,
it's something else out here.
It's too much. For me, it sounds like a lot to maintain.
Absolutely. Too much.
It sounds like a lot to maintain. Too many personalities, too many people needs and wants. It's too much for me. I have a sharing problem, so I know that ain't for me. I have a sharing problem, so I don't think that will ever be a choice for me.
It's horrible.
Right.
Jay said, I'm definitely not here for all this confusion being thrown at the children. It's disrespectful. I agree.
Absolutely. Jade also says, live your life without trying to persuade kids. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I definitely agree,
yes,
Jade.
Yeah. Yes, Jade. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I think we need to go ahead and take a quick break because I do have a real controversial conversation for you, ladies.
All right, we'll come back with the conversation. That is controversial. I twisted it up. There we go. Let's we'll be back.
Hey guys, it's Zoe, and I'm here to tell you about Dynamic Scent and the wide range of amazing products we sell. Dynamic Scent has candles that are therapeutic and are extremely loud. Our bath salts are mainly to help with relaxation. It comes with a mixture of deep sea salt, Himalayan salt, and different types of scents like lavender, chamomile, rose, and so on. Our bath bombs are infused with a variety of essential oils. Our body butter is all natural. We also have sage sticks. Our white sage, which is our most popular, it provides a pleasing aromatic burn. As you can see, we have a wide range of products. So check us out either on Instagram or check out our website. Our Instagram page is at Dynamic Scents, which is spelled at DYINAMIK_SCENTS. Or visit our website, zoeyraz.wixsite.com. Check us out, guys. This is the Controversial Corner with Zoey Raz. Let's get into conversations that you might not be ready for and topics we all want to know about. Let's dive into the Controversial Corner.
Great, because I love you. I never wanted to not be with you. I never wanted to be without you. I want to do life with you. But in the process of all this happening, you a liar. You got you a and I had to hear from this what y'all relationship was about. Nah, we not no more. I want to see other people. You act like you're the only fucker in this relationship that other people want to. No, we no. Let's be real. So what we gonna do is we gonna stay together. We gonna have a beautiful life together for the rest of our lives. We gonna continue getting money together. We gonna continue raising this little girl together. We gonna have a fabulous home. We're gonna love and take care of each other. But I'm gonna other people, and I hope you do too.
Ooh. Jesus Christ!
And we will never ever talk about it. Don't bring me no babies. Don't bring me no diseases. But we gonna do what we want to do outside this house because to this point it has worked.
Okay, so I did see this. I know it's a little rough around the edges, but I do want to know how you ladies feel about this scenario. I mean, I want to bring y'all back on and let's talk about it.
Well,
I know a little bit.
baby, listen. I mean, if it works for them, she already put her stake in. She put her stake in the ground. She said, obviously, it's been working because you cheated.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna raise these kids. We're gonna
Beautiful daughter.
people.
Beautiful
I'm
family.
people. Period. Point blank. And period. That's just what it is.
Okay, so would y'all agree to this? Would y'all be willing to do this? Like, are y'all okay with saying, yes, you go ahead and fuck other people and I will too. And we'll just stay together and be in this happy little family. Would y'all do that?
No, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
No, this just gonna leave me be, because I know people do it.
Yeah.
I know people do it all the time, but me, my preference would be if we married and it's not working because you can't keep your hands and your body to yourself, then go ahead and keep your hands and your body outside of this home, and we just gonna raise our children. But we're not gonna do that in the same household at the same time, sleeping with other people. That's just not cool. That not for me. That's just my preference.
The comments.
Yes.
Say this. Miss Rachel say it's a hell no for me. Yes, it does.
Jay said it's giving settling. How's she gonna tell a cheater don't bring her no diseases or a baby? That's a good question. You cheating.
It's bound to happen.
What you expect?
My thing is, so Zoe, the lack of respect is already established. That's the first thing. So the foundation is disrespect. The foundation is carelessness. The foundation is I don't care how you feel, and I don't really consider your well-being. And that's my primary thing when I find that people go out and cheat is the lack of their thought process, because AIDS is real. Syphilis is real. All these diseases they're real. And so not only are you out here disrespecting and making a fool out of me, but you're also putting my health and well-being at risk.
That part.
And that's why, you're really playing around with my life at this point. And so with that, like I'm really past it. I would be on some I'm good. Like let's just go ahead and figure out how we gonna co-parent whatever children we have, and let's move on
and keep it moving forward, because that's not gonna work for me. That's worked for y'all, them in their household.
Exactly.
But for me and my household, that ain't gonna fly, baby.
It's not gonna fly.
It'll be a cold day in hell.
I definitely agree. I have to definitely agree because, like I said, I've never been married before, but the minute that I feel like it's a problem, because communication is going to be the number one thing that I want to have going on. We need to communicate at all times.
Yes.
Like if there's a problem, let's sit down and discuss it so we can figure out how to fix it. Because the minute you stop communicating with one another, that's when the breakdown happens. Yeah. We don't know what each other is thinking. We don't know what each other is feeling, and we don't know how to fix it. At that point, when you start going outside the marriage, you've already made your decision.
Yep.
For both of us, basically, you made the decision for both of us.
It's a lot of contributing factors.
Miss Rita said, "What kind of money you making that makes it worth staying in that disrespectful mess?" Girl, listen, I'm with you. Yes, Miss Jackson. She said, "I'm with you because yeah,
not enough. I'm sure."
Right. Okay, I like that, Jay. She said they had a daughter. That's sending the baby the wrong message. I agree. Just like what we just talked about. This is your home is what's influencing your kids. Like this is their first influence. This is what they see.
Yep.
So you're accepting this. This is okay for your daughter, and she's a girl. So it's okay for her to grow up and aspire to have a man that's going to cheat on her, and she's going to stay with him too.
That part. That's my part. Yeah. Your father is your first male influence for a daughter, and how he's treating your mother sends red flags or green flags to you of how you should accept treatment from another man outside of when you become an adult and when you start dating in high school. If he's putting his hands on your mama, you think it's okay when you start dating in high school. If he's cheating on your mom, when your boyfriend cheat, oh well,
it's okay.
It's okay.
He's gonna do better. He's gonna change.
Yeah, he's gonna change. He's not. He's not. He's already exhibited the behavior of crime. He's not gonna change. Yes, Ms. Rita said that part that you teaching your daughter it's okay to have low self-esteem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree.
And because that's what it sounds
I
like.
think I think the lesson that's being taught is you're not worth, you're not worth it for me to be faithful. You're not worth it for me to treat you well. And I think that's the message. And then us three, we are thankful to have fathers in our lives at some point in time. And so that's another thing that's lacking. A lot of women, they don't build what they need because they don't have a father figure to show them how they need to be treated. And their mothers settle. They come from a generation of women who have settled. And so they don't know anything else to do but settle. And so we have to change the narrative. Like they say that common term, break the generational curse that everybody keeps using so loosely, but it's really true. You have these mindsets that, as long as the man bring home the check, I don't care what he do. No, I absolutely care what he do. I care what he does when he leaves this house. I want to know what he doing. I want to know what he doing on the way home. When he get here, I need to know what's going on at all times.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing, I'm nosy.
Because that's my man.
Right. My man. I need to know what's going on.
Where you at?
No. Yeah, exactly. That's why I say communication.
Right.
When the breakdown of communication happens, that's when you don't know what's going on, how that person is feeling, what they're thinking, what they're lacking, what you're not doing to meet their needs. Because they didn't communicate it. He didn't communicate what he needed from her.
Yeah, like they say, when women decide to leave men, they've already made it up in their minds. And I think that's the same thing that rings true for a man. Before a man steps outside of his house and he cheats and he goes and does whatever he does, he's in his mind, he has thought it out. He's tried in his mind, he's tried to give you a way to fix it. And that when he feels like you can't fix it, or you don't care, you don't support him or anything, at that point, he's looking at that next person that actually can give him the things that you don't. And sometimes when men love you and they don't want to leave you, but they still seek that support system. So they will go outside of the relationship for certain things, not necessarily because they look better, but just simply because that person may provide the peace that they need that you don't ever provide. So it's a lot to that. You know what I mean? Like, we just have to do better as a human race.
Absolutely.
Because we just lack a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what's your take this tea to go, ladies? What's your take this tea to go? I guess I'll go first. My take this tea to go is self-love and making sure that you give yourself the time that you need. If it's meditation, if it's taking you a self-care day, if it's taking some days off work to give you a self-care day, if it's a staycation, please do that for yourself, especially as women, because we have so many things on our plate as mothers, as if we're wives or girlfriends, sisters, whatever our role is, take that time. That's my take to tea to go.
My take this tea to go is to remember that you are enough. Remember that you control your own narrative and that you are in control of your destiny. Stay focused, stay grounded, and stay persistent on the things that you want to accomplish.
Absolutely. Divine, what is your take this tea to go?
It's just so much. I always try to encourage people. So what I want to say is that I want you to ask yourself the question of what steps can you take starting today to be truthful with yourself throughout your life? What could you do that every morning when you wake up, you know you are living in your truth? When you look in the mirror, this is the purest form of self that you can see in the reflection, and you know that you're living up to the standard that you want for your life. And if the answer to that is no, then I feel like this is time to start journaling. This is time to start doing that self work, because you cannot be what others need you to be if you cannot be for yourself what you need to be first. And so that's going to be my takeaway for today, and to stay encouraged at all times.
Awesome. I think we all kind of had the
Mm-hmm.
same take this tea to go, but we put it in our own special way. So it's always been awesome, ladies, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe.
Bye.
Yes. See you later.
Yeah.